Gotta look at my notes. Hey everybody, I'm Jammer, and today we're going to be talking about Twilight Princess HD. Now, the past couple weeks, there's been the leaks on the eShop where the hacker's been finding the logo and whether or not it's either a virtual console or an HD remake. So today's video is just going to be a top 5 things that I would be looking forward to most if it were to be an HD remake. Now, first of all, just the overall HD-ness of it all. Just the overall visual upgrade, it will be an amazing improvement to this already awesome game. Now, I personally feel like Twilight Princess was actually a pretty good looking game, especially for its time if you think it was actually released first on the GameCube. In comparison to launch titles on the GameCube, such as like the original Animal Crossing, like you could definitely see the transition from N64 to GameCube. Having this game being part of the GameCube's last... Having this game being in the last lifespan. Having this game being in the last year of its lifespan, it really shows how far the console went. But of course, with any game that tries to, But of course, with any game that's trying to have like a realistic looking graphic style, it tends to age pretty quickly. Now, don't get me wrong, I still think it looks really great. I actually just replayed it last year. And even hearing this news has made me itch to want to replay it again. But to bring the visuals up to the current gen par, like it would just be phenomenal. Just the Twilight realm was just already a beautiful and awesome artistic style. Who's driving outside my house? Oh, it's the UPS man. He's gonna ruin my video. Give him a second. Taking forever. Did he trip on the drive up? So anyways, I feel like that if they actually tried to attempt to mimic the graphics of the test footage on the original... Look at him run out with little skinnies. He's got little skinny shorts on running across the street. So anyways, as I was saying, to bring the visuals to match the Zelda demo on Wii U, when they originally revealed the console, that'd be beautiful. Another thing about visuals that I definitely need to touch on is the wolf transformation. If you remember back the cutscene when Link first becomes a Twilight wolf, you can just see like the blotchy patchiness kind of just grow up his neck, and like it doesn't look that good anymore. It just looks, I don't even know what it looks like. Some growth like going up him, and all of a sudden his snout goes and he's a wolf. But I feel like in true HD, where you see like hair follicles start slowly growing up his neck and like puffing out from like the collar of his shirt, and like just the bestial part of Link just like coming along. Oh man. However, one thing about the HD remake I wouldn't be looking forward to would be seeing those, what are those things? Okaka, Okoko, Okakity, I don't know, those little chicken things with the human head. I don't want to see those in HD. So those things creep me out then, and I couldn't even imagine what they're going to look like in 1080. So the fourth thing I want to talk about in this game would be Miiverse incorporation. I felt like that in Wind Waker HD, they actually did a pretty good job incorporating with the Tingle bottles. Like, the reason I say that is because it never truly took away from the game experience. You could still play the game even completely without them. But even if you had them on, they weren't truly immersion breaking, but it still ended up making an awesome community, like where you could trade chains of the rare pictures from the Nintendo gallery and just have like the awesome selfie link. But in Twilight Princess, I guess it would maybe they could make some little thing fly by, like a little letter, and then while you're traveling through Hyrule Field, you can like hit it and then you get like the same but I feel like I don't really want the same thing. They should do something better, like something cooler. Don't get me wrong, the Tingle bottles were pretty cool, but I feel like they really, like, I feel like they should make just some, I don't know what, some awesome new way to incorporate Miiverse and make it so you can like exchange messages with users or pictures. So something Miiverse, but cooler than bottles. I don't know. So number 3 is going to be overall gameplay tweaks. A lot of people actually argue that Twilight Princess is kind of actually a broken game. I personally feel that it was actually just one of my favorite Zelda games, to be honest. I mean, the story's just amazing. I didn't really feel the repetitiveness and like the empty loneliness of Hyrule Field. I don't know, maybe that's just me, But a lot of people do complain that the intro is just too long. There's nothing to do in Hyrule Field. The side quests are minimal. Like, a lot of the characters are just like talking puppets and they don't really have any character to them. So I feel like they could definitely make the animations flow a little bit better with the characters. And maybe actually add some meat to the game. So like I was saying with Miiverse, maybe add some more extra challenges where you could earn stamps. So maybe they'll add like, you can talk to Yeti, I don't know, the Yeti dude. You can talk to the Yeti dude and maybe do an extra snowboarding challenge where maybe there's like more obstacles, or maybe there's like enemies where that can like hurt you, and then maybe you can start to earn like Miiverse stamps that way. So then you can incorporate like, because there was a lot of cool gimmicks in the game that truly weren't explored to its fullest. You only used it just that one time, maybe 2 times for the heart piece, but that was about it. Without entirely changing the experience of the game, they somehow incorporate some new challenges, some new things to do, post-story content and whatnot, just so that players that complained about having not much to do could have their fill, and it'll just be a fun way that it'll still keep to the true Twilight Princess experience. Another gameplay tweak that'd be really nice would be just not so tedious when you're trying to transform from Wolf to Link and like in a heavily populated area. It's so annoying. Just keep checking back and forth, and then it's like, no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, it's just like, I just want to transform. Just like, I don't know where to go. So maybe like on the gamepad, I'm assuming maybe they're gonna have the inventory and whatnot, but maybe they're gonna show like a map, okay? And you see this I'm assuming on the gamepad they're gonna have some. What do you know? I have a perfect example. Some sort of inventory system where you can click your whatevers and it quickly equip stuff, just kind of like Wind Waker HD. But maybe they could also have a map tab where you could see, well, first of all, you could fast travel with Minda more easily from town to town just by tapping on the gamepad. And perhaps to transfer from Link to Wolf Link, there maybe be cross-hatched areas off where you can and cannot transform, or when you're trying to search for someone. So maybe they could add just more convenient ways to at least know where you can and can't transform, because maybe people like the fact that you can't transform in front of people, and maybe it's immersion breaking. I don't know. But I know it was kind of tedious, even for me. And one last gameplay tweak before I move on is no more freaking rupee notifications when it's over 5 or 10, or that's ridiculous. It makes sense when you see it for the first time. You're like, what does silver do in this game? Oh, it's 100. Oh, orange is 500. Wait, was it even 500 in that game? I don't even remember. Anyways, it would make sense for the first time you encounter that rupee, or if you haven't encountered it in a really long time, I don't know, but every time you get a blue rupee, it tells you 5 rupees. It's like, I think I get it by this point. I would hope I would get it by this point. It's driving me crazy. So number 2 is just a full orchestrated soundtrack. Oh my gosh. I personally feel like Twilight Princess had an amazing soundtrack. Some of the songs are some of the most memorable in the Zelda series, for me anyways. And in Hyrule Warriors, when they remixed a lot of the songs from that game, it was amazing. Those tracks are, it's great. So I feel like if they had, just a beautifully composed, like, remastered soundtrack. I know some of the audio files for Wind Waker were definitely updated for the HD remake. So for this game, definitely they should do that as well, and oh, will it be good. Finally, number 1 is enhanced difficulty. So, just like in Wind Waker HD, they added like a hero mode where there's no heart drops and whatnot, which, I mean, it's nice to just mix it up if you're a veteran, you've played the game a million times, and, you know, change the pace a little bit, but, I don't know, it's not really my favorite style of harder difficulty, so maybe this is totally fantasy. This is probably not gonna happen. I shouldn't even get my hopes up. Shouldn't get your hopes up for that matter. What if they added like a master quest, kind of like they did in Ocarina of Time, where they remix the dungeons and maybe make enemies more harder and just actually make an overall difficulty of the game like enhance. And oh man, that'd be awesome. Can you imagine? Some of the puzzles in that game are already difficult as is, and can you imagine if they remixed it, like the statues before you go and get the Master Sword, spoiler alert I guess, and the ice blocks in the like Ice Mansion Temple, I don't remember the name of that place. I feel like if they somehow like did some tweaks and changes, so it's essentially kind of a new experience again, it would sell gangbusters, which that's exactly what Nintendo needs, especially for this holiday season. Because so far our lineup is what? Animal Crossing, Mario Party, basically cash grab for AMIIBO. There's Power Tennis, which Dude, I'm so hyped for that game. And then of course there's Xenoblade, which it's a little niche, so I don't know how well it's gonna sell. It still looks pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I still don't think it's gonna be a system seller. That's what they need. And by the looks of it right now, they're trying to have Super Mario Maker ride them in through the holidays, which, I mean, probably could do pretty good. And more than likely, the reason they're holding off all the really awesome titles is because since the rumors are going around that NX may be coming out next holiday season, they're trying to save as much as they can, like AAA titles anyways, for like an awesome launch lineup, and it'll just sell gangbusters there, which definitely makes sense. So that's probably why they're holding back a little bit this holiday, but it's really sparingly. And so maybe if they did release this Twilight Princess HD this Christmas, that would, I mean, even if it is a remake, Wind Waker HD sold awesome, and it's Zelda. I mean, it sells, period. I mean, you can dress up Link in a princess costume, which is actually happening on the 3DS, and it'll sell just no matter what. So what are you guys looking forward to in a Twilight Princess HD remake? Let me know in the comments below. Also, do you like this style of video? I'm trying something new, just seeing how things are going. I mean, maybe I'll do more, and if you did like it, be sure to smack a big thumbs up, and also tell me in the comments, be like, yo, Jammer, that was sick, dude. Do more, because actually I have some pretty awesome ideas lined up for like this kind of style of videos. So maybe potentially if you guys really enjoyed it, I can actually do them. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do that, and I'll catch you later.